Welcome to Pink Yoga, where we are two idiots born in the 20th century trying to find our way in the world. I am Nick at Night, and who might I have the pleasure of speaking to today?
It's me, the one and only, the one that wants to see the world burn. Dev.
Great!
It's Dev.
So, Devin,
Yes.
we're going to be talking about our boy, Lil Bill Pudding, Bill Cosby.
First of all, he's not my boy. Fuck you. I want no parts of him.
I didn't do it.
My boy is Heathcliff Huxtable. That's it.
That's my boy.
That's it. I'm only want Heathcliff Huxtable. That's it. Bill Cosby can rot in jail for all I care. I'm over it.
So, for those who don't know, let's give a recap of what happened. So,
Bill been fucking without permission, y'all.
Damn, wow. Yes, he has.
And he's been taking advantage of women, numerous amounts of women over time. And now he's been rightfully put in jail. Serving, I think, a sentence of 3 to 10 years.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. What's crazy to me is so much time has passed between when the actual situations happened compared to, to the actual case or, the actual hearing. I'm just wondering what happened within that time where people, they don't say anything or be like, okay, yeah, right then and there, this person did this, and that. So I just want to know.
Like, as far as what?
How come nobody said anything?
Well, I mean, yes, but at the same time, what is there really to say? I mean, look at what's been going on for the past year with men in power getting exposed for this stuff. You have these men that are very powerful that
think they're untouchable.
That think that they can do whatever they want with your career. That know that they can do whatever they want with your career because you're still trying to come up, or because you're to what they think of as a nobody, or because you're just a regular civilian. What you say doesn't matter.
Right.
And so and then on top of that, these men in power can hire people to do very harmful things, and they threaten and they scare people into not saying anything and into obscurity. So when you say, why didn't they say anything sooner? They were scared. I mean, and for a lot of these women, they were young.
Right.
So I understand the mindset of why didn't you say anything, but I feel like it's hard to have that mindset when
especially
you've never been in
power.
Well, and it's hard to say that when you yourself haven't been in a position of being, victimized sexually, assaulted sexually, or just put in a position where you've been intimidated by somebody that can ruin your life and your career.
Right. Because at that time, and still to this day, some men have a very quid pro quo idea that, you do this for me, I'll do this for you. You sleep with me, I'll take you to the stars. I'll make you a champion. And what's crazy to me is that people are so driven by sex that they will go and do something to ruin someone's life or have their lives ruined because they want some, immediate satisfaction.
And on top of that, it's an ego thing. Like, in their mindset, they think, oh, well, I'm such and such. Anybody will want to sleep with me. Like, I have all this money. I have all this respect from people. I have this position. I'm doing so much. Why wouldn't they want to have sex with me? Why wouldn't they want to be on my arm? And so when you're turned down, it's an ego thing. It bruises your ego. It's just like, well, why wouldn't? Basically, it's just, why wouldn't you want to be with me? Why wouldn't you want to have sex with me? And it's a very disgusting mindset to have.
Especially when people look up to you. You have a platform. You are a person of power. Bill Cosby was a very prolific figure in the 70s, especially the 80s, with having The Cosby Show, A Different World. Then also trailing off with Little Bill. You're a very prolific person. People look up to you for inspiration and wisdom, and this is what you keep in the closet.
But even beyond that, the fact that you are a human being, a man with a wife, and not only do you disrespect the union of your marriage by cheating on her, but you do it in such a disgusting way of taking advantage of multiple women by the use of drugs. That's what the biggest problem is, that these women have been taken advantage of. So, yes, being prolific, yes, being a role model, he should have thought about that. But at a basic human level, what kind of human being do you have to be to take somebody's peace of mind? To drug somebody to where they're basically unconscious to have your way with them?
That's disgusting.
That's disgusting. And what I find to be extremely disgusting is the fact that there are a lot of black folk who excuse it because he's black.
You don't excuse it for anybody, no matter what. I don't care if they're green. You don't excuse it.
But the problem is, this is a common theme that is in a lot of households. There are a lot of family members, I hate to say it, that will molest and rape younger children in the family or other people in the family, and it's swept under the rug. And it's not taken seriously because it's this thing of shame, and it's this lack of confrontation that a lot of families don't want to take up, to the extent where it causes trauma for their children or trauma for their other family members.
Because what you gotta remember is that when these things happen to you, you feel like you can't go anywhere. There's nothing you can do. Especially
when it's your family. It's one thing when it's a stranger, but it's another thing when it's somebody who you've looked up to and you love, and this is somebody that you have to see on somewhat of a regular basis that gets into they get into your personal space. They violate you mentally and physically and emotionally. And you have to see this person on a somewhat of a regular basis. Meanwhile, the people around you that are supposed to love you are protecting this individual. And that's where the problem lies. And that's why the issue with Bill Cosby is such an issue now, because so many people have looked up to him as such a figure in the black community. He was everybody's dad. When he played Heathcliff Huxtable, there is a connotation to that, because I think all of us wanted a father like Heathcliff Huxtable.
Yeah, he was the man. He was funny, he was cool, he was wise. Of course we would want a dad
job,
like that.
Took care of his family. So the fact that Bill Cosby himself, and this is for the people who, because some people, yes, can separate the person from the art, but there are other people who connotate those things together. They put those things together and they say, no, Bill Cosby is Heathcliff Huxtable.
There's something quite deranged about that, though. There's something real deranged about that.
I disagree, but that's another conversation. I disagree with that. But there are people out there that do have that connotation, because, again, the Cosby Show was so deeply rooted in a lot of our families. They were in our homes for years.
We grew up on that.
We grew up with that. Even young people our age. And that show came out in the 80s?
Mm-hmm.
Even in our age group, it still held true.
Because we even take concepts and apply that to our lives.
Yeah.
And how we want to live.
So when you have somebody like that, that's supposed to be such a great representation of not only just a great dad and a great husband, but a positive image of a black father, a positive image of a black husband. So a black man who's taking care of his family, a black man who loves and supports his wife, who respects his wife, who is there for his family through thick and thin and doesn't leave and falter. Yes, he doesn't make all the best decisions, but he still loves his family regardless, and he's still there for them.
And he's only human.
And I think, and the problem is with that is the fact that because Bill Cosby did this, it tears down the foundation of the show for a lot of people.
He's a hypocrite.
He's at this point he's become a hypocrite of somebody who he's portrayed for years.
And I don't sit well with that. I mean, yes, like you said earlier, there are people who can separate the man and the art, but looking at the subject matter of what the Cosby Show was, that's not something I can do, because what he was talking about as being a father and being a man of the family, these are things that, once again, like I said, we built our lives around. We want to be good fathers. We want to be good men.
Yes, but the reason why I feel like there's a bit of legitimacy, and the reason why people feel the way they feel about this is because Bill Cosby himself ran Denise off the show. The reason why Denise, after a while she wasn't on the show, is because it was some scandal or something that happened with her back when the show was airing, and he basically summarizing it, he slut shamed her.
What happened was she actually got pregnant by Lenny Kravitz.
Yep.
And that's how we have Zoe Kravitz.
Yeah.
Who we stand in this house.
And Bill Cosby basically slut shamed her, and had this whole stance of morality and, oh, you're not supposed to do this, you're not supposed to do that. But then when the tables are turned, this is what you are doing.
Right.
So it's not just for people who do have that connotation between Heathcliff and Bill, it's valid. Because you're still in your mind spewing out the same mindset that he does. But then you turn around and you're doing this to women?
That don't make sense.
It doesn't make any sense.
Nah, man.
That's the issue within itself. You cannot sit up here and get mad at this girl for getting pregnant with this man that she was dating. But then
she was thoroughly in love with,
mind you. Because
also to boot,
yeah.
she had to have been like 20, 25 at that point.
Yeah, she's an adult.
She's the second oldest child on that show.
Yeah.
And she wasn't even a child then. Hell, she came back and had a kid on the show.
Exactly. So you're giving her all this hell about that, but then on the flip side, you doing your dirt. You're out here raping women.
Come on, bro. Make it make sense.
So that's why I don't feel bad. And it's an issue with me that it's so many people that are trying to defend him under the guise of, there's so many white men that are getting away with this. And yes, that is true. But that is not belittle. But don't belittle the women who are stepping up and telling their stories and deny them of their experience.
Just because it's Bill Cosby.
And just because it's also a race issue on top of that.
Let's call it for what it is. He's a man that fell from grace.
No. He destroyed his grace. He didn't fall from it. He destroyed it. He dismantled it when he did that.
Mm-hmm.
He dismantled it with his own actions. Did nobody else do this but him?
Oh.
When you choose to roofie those girls, you're fucking up your own destiny and your own grace.
Yep.
And these women,
tell you different.
And these women, because mind you, I'm not gonna act like I'm just all woke and prolific now, because I had the same mindset when this whole thing came out. Oh, they're tearing down his legacy. They're trying to just dismantle him. He was a black man back in the day. They could have just I'm sure all the white women they could have said something and got him in trouble. I had that mindset.
Let me elaborate on what Devin is talking about. So back when the news had really come out, before that, Bill Cosby was rumored was going to buy out Comcast and NBC.
Mm-hmm.
So they placed this story out so that way he couldn't do that. And as time went on, more women came out and said, oh, he did this and he did that to me. And people were under the mindset that, oh, this was a move by NBC and Comcast to legitimize this man.
Yep.
And as time went on, you were kind of like, okay, there's a lot of girls coming out. Something don't seem right about this. And it actually did come out that there were a few women who lied on, who practically lied on, on the oath about it.
Yes.
But where it became a problem was that everyone's story was a little too consistent.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little hard to have 40 women who, they're not all cool. They all don't know each other. So how could one person share the same details as another person, as another person, as another person? There were too many consistencies in the story to be like, okay, yeah, now we're just trying to make an example out of him. Something was a little bit off about that. And
right.
Even if you tell me that Comcast or NBC tried to put this story together, he told jokes about doing this shit before.
He has.
That means someone had to really watch what Bill Cosby was saying and doing, and had to really sit down and do their homework and find some kind of loophole.
He does. And they did. Now we're going to take a quick break and we're going to continue this conversation when we come back.
Dev, I like that shirt you're wearing. What is that?
Oh, you know what? It's this really cool shirt, this Bart Simpson shirt that I got from Palm Tree.
Palm Tree, what is that?
So Palm Tree, well, you know exactly what it is. Come on, don't be coy now. Let's not play these games. Let's not do that.
Yeah,
Tell the
right.
audience who Palm Tree is.
Palm Tree is actually one of the coolest clothing stores that is, just the coolest clothing store on the planet, period. With vaporwave, anti-consumer, anime, Japanese lifestyle. All of their shirts are super cool.
What do they have besides shirts?
They have posters, pins, sweatshirts, t-shirts, anything you can think of, they got it.
And honestly, guys, if you go into the location, because they're located at the Rust Belt on 9 Mile and Ferndale, trust me, the location on the inside is so cool. All kind of posters, all kind of really fun designs that they can do, and not only on their shirts, but on all their other merchandise as well.
You should buy their stuff on the mere fact that they have an emulated arcade machine.
Yes.
Just off that alone.
Yes.
Period.
And if you go to palmtree.design, you will see all of their amazing content that they have on there as well.
Oh, yes.
So get on there now. Go to Palm Tree. It's like a vacation. Okay, and we're back, y'all. So, again, back to what I was saying earlier in regards to the defense of Bill Cosby and why this is such an issue. Because, again, let's bring it in. For those of you out there who have children, who have young girls and young boys, let's say it's your pastor, your preacher, somebody in the neighborhood that everybody loves, they have the children around all the time. Excuse me. Somebody that you yourself look up to. And your child comes to you and tells you that this person has touched them inappropriately. Do you come to your child's aid, or do you come to the aid of the person who touched them?
I come to my child's aid, period, point blank, whenever, because they don't know the politics behind that.
So, with that being said, why do you all feel like it's and I'm speaking to the ones who are coming to the defense of Bill Cosby. Why do you all think it is legitimately okay to defend this man and to belittle and push aside the women who have been impacted by his deeds?
Well, there's two answers to that.
Why is this appropriate? Please explain it to me.
So, for some people look at it as, and I know people like this, they'll look at a case where a bunch of women will come out and say, oh, this man did this to me, this man did that to me, when it's a person of power, it's a person we look up to. And it's hard to say damn, this person really did all of this craziness to somebody. But what legitimizes a case is when there are women out here who will say something just to get some notoriety or to get some money in their pocket. So it muddies up the story, and it kills any kind of legitimacy that the case might have. So people don't know whether to believe it or not. And what you really have to do is you got to do the homework for yourself. This is not a thing of, oh, I believe he did this because he's this person. No, you have to throw anything that you might have believed about this person, and you have to give this person an unbiased look.
So then I'm going to bring it back because, again, yes, that sounds all fine and dandy, but let's bring it back to your children. Would you give that person that unbiased look if your child came to you and told you that this person touched them?
If my child told me that anybody touches them, whether it be anybody in my family or not, I'm gonna go off.
That's my point. Why are we not going off for these women?
I'm gonna go off. If my wife told me that somebody touched her or did something to her, and this is a person either at the workplace, her family, or my family, I'm gonna go off.
So once again, why are we not going off for these women who are saying the same thing?
We're not going, well, and this is a mindset that I hear all the time. We can't pick and choose who we want to go off on because there are some that out there that are liars. And yes, you do have a few. Let's not lie. Let's not act like there aren't some bad apples out there who really just want to see the world burn.
Mm-hmm.
However, if I hear, if I'm watching and I'm really giving a good keen eye about what a person is saying, you can tell when a person is lying or not.
Absolutely.
You can tell when a person is lying. Like when, I don't want to date this episode, breaking the fourth wall, but as of right now, we're at the Brett Kavanaugh saga.
Right.
Going on right now.
Right.
And I hear people talking about, oh, Brett Kavanaugh, he's cool this, he's cool that. And, because once again, you have to remember, media will spin a story to make you believe something. So if they have it out here that Miss Ford is lying on the story, they're gonna spin that story till we get sick of hearing it. But let's be 100. We watched this whole case yesterday. I didn't feel like she was lying any little bit.
Mm-hmm.
There was not a bit of inconsistency in her story. And I watched Brett Kavanaugh, and he seems real confident. He seems real confident. It's not about how you may seem confident in a story. It's about how consistent it is.
Exactly.
What do you have to show me that you didn't do this? I heard a lot of loud yelling. I heard confidence. But
and then didn't he say something disgusting along the lines of, "Oh, I have a female friend that had been sexually assaulted" or something like that? So basically, you're oh, I'm not racist because I have a black friend, or I'm not homophobic because I have a gay cousin.
Basically, come on, bro.
And I kid you not, I promise this with every fiber of my being. If it comes out that man is completely guilty with everything that he's done, lock his ass up. Because
you better lock him up.
Lock his ass up. Because while I'm not coming to the defense of Bill Cosby, because that man should be put in jail for everything that he's done, so should the rest of these men out here.
Mm-hmm.
He needs to be put in jail if he did what they're claiming that he did.
Because let's not even just stop there. Let's lock up Matt Lauer.
Thank you.
Let's lock up Kevin Spacey.
Thank you.
Let's lock up Johnny Depp.
Weinstein.
They should have put him in jail a long time ago. Didn't they find him guilty like a long time ago?
Yes, and he's still chilling.
And he's still chilling. Come on, man. This is what I will say
Throwing
about
stale
Bill
hot
Cosby.
dogs and throwing stale hot dog buns at Bill Cosby and shit.
This is my thing. Look,
Although I was screaming when I found that out. That was the funniest thing to me. I'm sorry. No shade.
y'all, I still stand by this. The system is really, I really feel like they're out here to make Bill Cosby an example. Because once again, and this is the argument that I hear a lot, and I'm kind of partial about it, because once again, you have a black man who's out here who has built something for himself, but because yes he did some very foul things, y'all ran him through the ring.
And stop telling. And another thing, a quick side note. Stop saying don't put him in jail just because he old. As if old folks can't fuck up. Put his ass in jail. And don't put no cushion. Don't give him no silver damn spoon. Y'all want to throw niggas in jail for having weed? Throw his ass in jail for raping those fucking women. Throw his ass in jail. In hard jail. I want that nigga to go to federal. Don't give him nothing to drink neither. Fill his mouth up with gummy bears and pretzels.
You always say that, but those are like my favorite snacks.
But see, they're good when you have something to drink. If you're just eating that and chewing on that all day and they don't give you a lick of nothing to drink, your mouth's gonna be dry, and I want that bitch mouth dry.
And it's crazy, and it's crazy to me. It's crazy to me how people will spin a story and make you believe something when in all actuality you have to do your own homework. You have to do that's the moral of the story. Do your own homework. Figure it out for yourself.
Yeah.
Because yes, we all love the Cosby Show. We love A Different World. We all love Lil Bill.
I look like him.
Yes. But at the end of the day,
I am Little Bill.
yes.
Little Bill found dead under a mattress in a closet.
At 22.
There you go. I'm here.
But in all seriousness, you gotta do your own homework. You gotta figure it out for yourself, because people will believe what they want to. You will hear people all day talk about, oh man, free Bill, free Bill, free Bill. That man is 88 years old. You talking about some free Bill.
That nigga gonna be... Let me stop. I'm not gonna do that joke. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it. Because you know how it's going.
Stop. Stop. Hold on.
Wait, come on. ASMR.
I'm weak as hell.
But seriously, like, lock his ass up. Just lock his ass up and don't give him nothing. Don't give him no water. Don't even put no water in his toilet bowl.
You better
in his
put
cell.
that nigga on a strict pudding pop diet.
Okay? Look, pudding pops,
And you
hoagies, gummy bears, and pretzels. And the hard, dry ones. Not no Miss Annie's. Not no Auntie Annie's.
Oh, God.
Don't give that nigga not one soft pretzel. Let all them bitches be hard, stale, and dry.
Not a nothing.
Don't even put no water in that nigga toilet bowl. Don't give him no hope.
No hope. But you know what really has me, I'm really perplexed at how, looking at Brett Kavanaugh, we have a whole party who will look at this man and completely disregard every account that every woman has had with this man's interaction. They will completely negate that, and they will do everything they can to bring him into office.
I'm gonna throw some hot tea into the episode, and then we're gonna take a break.
Okay.
When you have these men doing this stuff, it's purely because you have women that voted for Donald Trump after he said he would grab him by the pussy. But we're gonna go take a break, and when we come back, we're gonna finish out the rest of the episode. Thank you so much. We'll be back.
I've taken 3 showers and my skin is super dry.
Okay,
What's going
well,
on?
stop doing that because you're draining out all your skin of their oils.
Ooh. What?
So you're draining your skin of everything. You're stripping your skin of all its natural oils. That's why you complain all the time about being dry, crusty, dusty, and ashy.
Mother.
I'm just saying, look, I have the remedy that'll help you, okay?
And that is?
It's Bath Savvy. They make such good products with all natural ingredients. I'm talking body butters, whipped body creams, bath bombs, handmade soaps, and more.
Okay.
You need to get up on that. You're confused. I see that. So I'm going to explain it to you. I'm going to get you down. I'm going to get you into the nitty gritty. Okay. I'm going to get into the nitty gritty, like how that oil is going to get down into the cracks in your skin. That's how we're going to get today. Okay?
Okay.
So basically, let's say you get a body butter. Just like how butter seeps into your toast, that body butter is going to seep into your skin. It's going to have you looking so luscious and luminous and dewy and soft and supple and svelte. It's going to have you looking amazing, all the while moisturizing your beautiful skin. It's going to make it look so healthy, so young and just glowing. You want that, right?
Oh yeah.
So go to bathsavvy.com. Make sure you guys check them out on bathsavvy.com and also their Instagram page, Bath Savvy, where not only can you get the individual products for great prices, might I add, but you can also make little gift bags as well for yourself and for your loved ones. I'm talking about doing pairs like bath bombs and handmade soaps and whipped body creams and body butters. There's so much you can do. So check out bathsavvy.com and get that beautiful skin today. And we're back from me raising hell.
Yes.
So
and putting it right the hell back. Sneak peek.
Okay. Boom. So I want to close this episode out with a final statement from me. I definitely want to say this. Bill Cosby is getting everything that he deserves.
Yes, he is.
From being put in prison to hot dog buns to the head.
Yeah.
And I don't feel bad for him. But more than anything, we need to start holding everybody accountable for the fucked up stuff that they do. We really do. And not just Bill Cosby, because I feel like they're making an example out of him.
They are.
But we don't need any more examples. We
don't.
need resolutions.
Yes, we do.
And if we're going to throw him in jail, we need to throw the rest of these men in power in jail as well for the deeds that they're doing. And it doesn't stop at just a black man.
We love Kevin Spacey, but you gotta go, cuz.
You gotta go. Weinstein should have been dealt with.
You gotta go. Matt Lauer, we love you, but you gotta go.
You gotta go. And I'm gonna reach far back and grab a nigga that's living in Florida, just running around scot-free. George Zimmerman need to go too.
Oh, man.
We're not gonna get into it. We're not gonna get into it. We're not gonna get into it. I already spilled tea. I ain't got time to be spilling no bleach. I'm just gonna say he need to go too.
We're not T-Fields in China.
I mean, you got people coming up to me for meet and greets and shit, signing bags of Skittles and shit. I'm not even joking.
I saw it.
I'm not even joking.
I saw it.
So we need to start holding people accountable, not making
head out of our asses,
not making excuses for the disgusting things. Because let's be very serious here. Would you excuse it for your family members?
Hell no.
Would you excuse somebody touching your family members?
Hell no.
So why would you excuse it for a celebrity? Someone who doesn't give a fuck about you.
The fact
someone who's made their money and because here's the thing, not to get into the whole episode again, but who's made a living out of making jokes of him raping and molesting these women without their consent. You've made money off of this. Need I say more?
Not a thing.
Thank you. My mouth hurt. I'm tired.
You want some embarrassed?
And pretzels.
Don't threaten me with a good time.
Anything you want to say, Nick and Knight?
I have a couple things I want to say. First of all, I'm gonna keep it short and sweet. Do your homework.
Yes.
I don't care what anybody tells you. You can have your friends talk about Bill Cosby's innocent. whatever, woo woo. Do your own homework.
Yes.
And that doesn't go for the accuser. That also goes for the accused. That also goes for the accuser too.
Preach.
Do your own homework. And 2, if you know you did it, look, everything that's done in the dark is gonna come to light. You know this. You know this. You can't sit here and have a wholesome family TV show be the front, cause you ain't got it like that. We locking you up.
Boom. Is that all you have?
That's
friend?
all I gotta say.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining us for another episode of Pink Yoga, and we will be back next time. Goodbye.